Christ shared an evening meal with his disciples. He broke bread and passed a cup around to each one, saying, "Do this in the memory of me." Later he said, "One of you will betray me." Peter protested, but he said to him, "Before the sun shines, you will say 3 times that you do not know me." Jesus and his friends went to a nearby high place. He went off by himself and in agony prayed, "Father, my Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup of suffering away from me, yet not what I want, but what you want." Returning to his friends, he said, "The hour has come. Look, the Creator's Son is being handed over to the power of evil ones." Judas, the traitor, led a group of warriors armed with clubs and spears, carrying torches. Jesus said to them, "Did you have to come with weapons as though I were a criminal? I was with you at the ceremony grounds every day, and you did not try to arrest me. But this is your hour to act, when the power of darkness rules." His disciples ran away. The mob took Jesus to the shamans. Many people came forward and told lies about him. A shaman asked him, "Tell us if you are the Creator's Son." Jesus answered, "So you say. But I tell all of you, from this time on, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right side of the Almighty Creator and coming on the clouds of heaven." A powerful shaman shouted, "You have heard this nonsense. He must die." In the dark, Peter had followed the crowd and stood a short distance away in the shadows. 3 times different people came to him and said, "You are with that man who claims to be the Creator's Son." He denied it each time, swearing that he did not know Jesus. Then Peter saw the rising sun and remembered Christ's words. He went away and wept. The shamans and the crowd tied Jesus and took him to the chief's council. They demanded that Jesus be put to death. The chief asked Jesus, "What have you done?" And Jesus replied, "I was born and came into this world for one purpose, to speak about the truth. Whoever belongs to the truth listens to me." "And what is truth?" the chief asked. The chief handed Jesus over to his warriors, saying, "See if you can find any truth in him." The warriors whipped him. They made a headdress of thorns and placed it on his head. They went up to him and slapped him and said, "Long live the Creator's Son." The whole time he was beaten, Jesus never spoke a word. The chief presented Jesus to the crowd and said to them, "Look, here is your man. I cannot find anything wrong with him." The shaman shouted, "We have a tradition that says he must die, because he claimed to be the Creator's Son." The chief said, "Take him yourself and do what you will. I will not protect him." The shamans and the crowd shouted, "We will hang him." Some warriors put a tree trunk on Jesus' back, saying, "We will hang him on this." Weakened from the beatings and whippings, Jesus fell to the ground from the weight of the trunk. A man-slave from another tribe was there. The warriors seized him, put the tree on his back, and made him carry it behind Jesus. The warriors led Jesus and the slave away to a hilltop, where they hanged Jesus on the tree, and also 2 captives. The shamans, the warriors, and the crowd made fun of him, saying, "Save yourself if you are the Creator's Son." One of the captives also mocked him. The other captive said, "Remember me, Jesus, when you come again." Jesus said, "I promise that today you will be in paradise with me." Standing close to Jesus were his mother's sister, and other women who followed him. Jesus saw his mother and the disciple he loved standing there. So he said to his mother, "He is your son." Then he said to his disciple, "She is your mother." From that time, the disciple took her to live in his home. The shamans wanted to get ready for the Sundance ceremonies. They instructed the warriors to kill Jesus and the captives and take their bodies away. The warriors broke the legs of the captives, but when they came to Jesus, they saw that he was already dead. One of the warriors, however, plunged his spear into Jesus' side, and at once blood and water poured out. One of the shamans was a secret follower of Jesus because he was afraid of the power of the other shamans. He asked the chief for the body of Jesus. The chief called his head warrior and asked him if Jesus was dead. After hearing the warrior's report, he told the shaman he could have the body. The shaman took the body and wrapped it in a bundle. To protect the bundle, the shaman and other friends of Jesus took the body and the bundle to a cave on a hilltop. To protect the bundle, they rolled a large stone in front of the cave. Some women who were also friends of Jesus watched them wrap the body in the bundle. They saw where the bundle was placed in the ground. Hearing that Jesus' body had been wrapped in a sacred bundle, the shaman said to the chief, "We remember that liar said, 'I will be raised to life in 3 days.' Give orders to guard the bundle so that his friends will not steal it, and then tell the people that he was raised from the dead." The chief sent warriors to guard the bundle. Early on the 3rd day, there was a violent earthquake. A spirit sent by the Creator came down from heaven, rolled the stone away, and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes white as snow. The warriors were so afraid that they trembled and became like dead men. Jesus' disciples went to the cave and found the empty bundle. They went away grieving. Later, Mary went. She saw Jesus, but did not recognize him. Jesus said to her, "Mary." She looked at him and said, "Lord." He said, "Go to my brothers and sisters. Tell them that I am alive, and I will return to the Creator." So Mary went and told him that she had seen Jesus alive and what he had said to her.